Good morning, evening, or afternoon, depending on where you are and when you're watching this. It is currently Monday, February 21st, 3:53 p.m. Family Day here in Ontario. I think every province calls it something different. And we are going for a walk. Right now, actually, I'm at Charles, just past Bay, and we are heading west. And for the first time I've held this camera in a while where I didn't need to wear gloves because it's so nice outside. So it's pretty easy to hit that flip button. But we're going west because I am headed towards my best friend's place which is really sad. It's the last time, as he would say, be going to see him while he's a Toronto resident. It probably might not be the last time I'm going to this place because I'm going to watch over it while he's gone until he finds out what he's going to do with it. So it's a little sad, but life goes on, and we'll still be in touch and I'll go visit him. But normally I'd be walking along Bloor, however the protesters were out. I don't really have much thoughts on that, just that you can't really rationalize with irrational people, but I wanted to avoid them. However, I think they've dispersed because as I was heading here, I saw little pockets of them. Yeah, you can see there's a giant flag down there at the end. Little pockets of them around. And I don't hear the shouting or the megaphones going. So if you watch my historical U of T walk, you'll probably recognize this area. Oh, I do hear some cheering over on the horizon, kind of closer to Queen's Park.
Oh, Mary, what adventures have been going on today? You used to be a good bystander. I'm following you. I would thought you knew. This is wrong. This is not it. So then why you keep called the garden area?
I think they're looking for the Gardner Museum, which is up ahead. We'll actually be walking by it. Or maybe not. I'm trying to figure out which direction the horn honking is coming from. I actually think it's coming from Bloor, so we are not going to go that way. So I guess I can walk on University or Avenue Road. That's a plus, I suppose. Another view of the planetarium, which hasn't been used in a long time. I don't know, what are they doing with the planetarium? I actually have no idea. I guess some people have come down here for the entrance of the ROM. realize this isn't the correct place.
You have to get married and then you fuck yourself and you're like,
Oh, that's a TTC bus. It's great. I've never... Excuse me. No, I sneezed there. I've never seen a gray one before. So this is the really beautiful Faculty of Law building, right next to the Faculty of Music. Yeah, that's cool. I understand they have to use it to block off the street to prevent people from coming down here, but yeah. There's like a small little crowd at Queen's Park, but not really too big of one. Exactly. Meets our organic weighted blanket. So I did have a weighted blanket, but in theory, they sound really cool that they would be helpful for me, because I do have some nights where I can't sleep at all. But it felt like I felt too constricted. Like, it's like when you go to a hotel and they tuck the sheets in, and I kind of hate that because I feel like it actually wakes me up when I'm turning over because I can't like kick my feet, and that's what the weighted blanket felt like. So I always have to untuck my sheets.
You know, I have family.
And we're coming up upon Trinity College, which I also spoke about in my U of T historical tour. It's really fascinating building, the architecture on the top, because when they built this, it had to be pretty close or identical to what the original building looked like. And the original building was at Trinity Bellwoods Park. I actually thought they moved it brick by brick, but I don't think that's the case. Wycliffe College. Wycliffe? I don't know much about that. I think it's mostly residences. Give another quick scan of Trinity College. I guess also here people could walk in the streets because they have it all closed off too.
That's also true. 100%. I understand that.
Sorry I'm not usually as chatty today as I normally am. But I'm just kind of actually enjoying the walk. Because usually I think like 90% of the time I'm complaining about the weather in my videos, and I have no complaints today. This is St. John Henry Newman. Remember, a lot of these colleges and whatnot on campus were originally affiliated with Catholicism, which I guess some parts of it still are. So this is either the most fascinating building or the most ugliest building. Robarts. And it's hard to tell from this angle, but it was designed to look like a peacock. So you have the head of, or is it a turkey? Maybe it's a turkey. Anyways, the head of the bird there, and the feathers or the back of it there. I forgot that this part of Harvard and St. George always feels like a wind tunnel. I do not miss having to come to class on really cold mornings and waiting at that light. And the whole place just being a wind tunnel. It was so frozen. I guess the wind kind of cuts off of Robarts. Or maybe that's why it comes down here. But yeah, in there, I think it's the gosh, I forget the name of the library. The Rare Books Library, I believe it is. Like, they had I think it was October 2019, like a book about monsters and demons and such that they had on display. And I don't know if it was true, but someone said that they have a few books there that are like leather bound in human skin. Yeah, the Fisher Rare Book Library. Oh, that's the expansion, that dark gray building. I feel like they've been building that for like a decade. I wonder if it's done yet, or if it's still being worked on, because it's all still fenced off. It looks really nice though. Another view of Robarts before we go past it. Over there is the athletic center. There's a pool there. I was just noticing this building here, like such a interesting architecture. Oh, what's going on here? These are cool looking houses though. But I guess they're turning it into... Can't really read it because it's all spray painted over. But it doesn't look like a condo, but it looks like a different kind of building. I guess U of T owns all of these. They're very run down. I actually had a few classes one time. Kind of these bigger houses, but they're a bit older. Like they almost look like that house on the corner there. And it's really funny to go into this house and you have to go up to the back to like almost the attic, and there was a classroom studio in there. I thought that was so cool. Although I hated it because you had to go up like 4 flights of stairs with like all your heavy books. I might be able to point them out when we're across the road here. But now we're at Spadina and Harvard. Wow, the cyclists have such a big area to turn in. That's really good. View up Spadina. These are, if you haven't been to Toronto, these are separated streetcar tracks. So streetcars have their own lane. And no, unfortunately, I can't really. There's too many trees and stuff in the way. But it's pretty much like this kind of building. The classrooms. I guess U of T owns them. So I think this area is called Harvard Village. So this is sort of the northern fringes of Chinatown. So there are a few Chinese restaurants. I believe there was more here in the 80s. There used to be a bookstore here, wasn't there? That's been a long time ago. So of course Chinatown has really shrunk. It's just like 2 cannabis shops, like one here, one there. I think there's like a few more further down. But that's like 2 within like right by each other. Another dying breed of Toronto are just like old family-run convenience stores. You just really don't see them as often, especially near downtown. I remember when I was a kid, I used to go to them. They had the 50-cent surprise bags, which never really had much in them, but they're always fun. Usually there's like a lollipop and like a little toy and a couple of other small candies. And I would also get those sour keys. I think they were 5 cents. So I'd always just like find nickels around my house and go and buy them. Harvard Bakery's still open, but I think so. I mean, not today, but look at how cool that sign is. Like of a bygone era. There's like a cafe around here I used to go to, but I can't remember the name. And I don't believe I've even walked past it yet. That's funny. The steam whistle is actually green, not blue. So that sign's a bit faded. All the green is washed out of it. Yeah, I think that cafe used to be, or was it like Just Desserts or something? Now it's a holistic store. I think it used to be here. I can't remember. It was a long time ago. Dry cleaners. They've been closing up a lot too. They haven't really been doing too well during the pandemic. Laundromat. Haven't seen a laundromat in ages. Say laundromat, is it like laundromat? Laundromat? Rolandomat? It's one of those words that like everyone says slightly differently. I forget the school because I think is this part of Central Tech? Yeah, this is Central Tech. For some reason I think it's like further north. This is Central Tech, and I think I have to look up on Google or Wikipedia, but I think it was a jail before it was a school. To be honest, a lot of the institutional buildings, schools and jails and whatnot, that were built 100 or so years ago, they all kind of look the same on the inside. Like they've all got that giant like brick, like the white brick or the brick they paint over, and it's usually white or beige or pink. See, I love Pizza Nova, but I love local pizza also, but I've never tried Gigi. Because every time I come here, I go to Pizza Nova because it's a safe bet. Maybe I'll have pizza for dinner. I mean, it's a holiday, right? I think now I get why that woman was walking on the road earlier, because these sidewalks are not shoveled. Because I thought the schools would have to maintain this since this is kind of right in front of it, but I guess not. There's a bit of a pathway here. There we go. So I had La Debris the Dippery this summer. Really good. Really, really, really good. But it's this like lineup of cars here. Are they all trying to go to Krispy Kreme? Yeah, they're just trying to get around the one car that is trying to go into Krispy Kreme. Because it's a single lane right there. So now we're at Bathurst, which is a whole other fun intersection. Like a little bit of a history there. It's that like Honest Ed's used to be there, which was kind of a Toronto institution. It was like a really old kind of department store that Ed Mervish owned, but it was all about keeping the prices really low and affordable for people. And every Christmas they do like a turkey giveaway where they give away like hundreds of turkeys for people lining up who couldn't afford to buy Christmas turkeys. And it's really sad that's all gone. But I am curious to see like the proposal plan for this area, because these are rental apartments. Like that's really interesting. I'm curious to see how the intersection is going to be when it's done. But I'm a little sad they didn't keep the sign. I don't think anyone knows where the sign really is or where it went. It like kind of got like dismantled and like cut up. But it would have been pretty amazing if they had like preserved the sign and kept it on the building in some way. But lo and behold, City of Toronto, we like to wipe out our cool history for condos. Although I guess this isn't condos because these are rental apartments. Some of them might be condos, actually. I'm kind of just speaking off the top of my head here, so I'm not 100% sure. So there's another view of Central Tech, which it does kind of look like a jail. Like, if you've ever gone to Central Tech, what's in the tower? Like, what's at the top there? One thing I wish I could see would be like a tour of my elementary school, because the last time I was there was like a brief visit when I was in grade 7, and I remember even going back in grade 7, which was 1 year after I left that school, and thinking like, wow, the hallways are so tiny, so slim. Like, how did rows of students manage to fit in these hallways? And I've always wanted to go back and just see the place again. But it's a little weird. You can't just like, as an adult, walk into an elementary school and be like, oh hey, yeah, I used to go here. No, it's a safe space for children. So, although I guess some do like open houses or invite alumni, but I'm not important or famous enough for them to remember me, so that'll never happen. But yeah, I think we are going to end the video here because I'm almost at my destination. So, whoa, I'm like really zoomed in. There we go. I didn't keep most of that video zoomed in. So thank you for joining me from the comfort of your bed, desk, couch, balcony, wherever it is you're watching this. And until next time, bye.